So in this video, we'll take a closer look at this smoke detector from Nedis. This is a Wi-Fi smoke detector, so kind of a smart smoke detector that you can hook up to Smart Life, and then you can get notified on your phone if there's any smoke detected, which is of course very handy when you're not at home. These are very inexpensive smoke detectors, and I believe Nedis is just one of the many brands that actually sells this specific smoke detector, and I can link to this or something similar down in the description below if you are interested. I bought a few of these because I need to replace my smoke detectors in multiple rooms. The ones I have right now are, I believe, around 12 years old. Still work, but it's kind of time to just get into something a little bit smarter. I did want to get into a little bit higher quality smoke detectors. For instance, like Google Nest makes some excellent smoke detectors, but they are just very expensive, and you kind of also need a subscription to take full advantage of those. I get like 5 of these for the same price as one Google Nest smoke detector, so definitely a lot more for your money here. But these are also only smoke detectors and no other smart functions other than Wi-Fi, of course, and you can also link them together. So as one smoke detector starts the alarm, it will also send the alarm to other devices, which is definitely nice. But anyways, this video will just take a closer look at what we actually get here in the package, and we'll also just set it up afterwards using the Smart Life app. So a little bit of information here around the box, so you can send you a push message on your smartphone. Of course, it does require some kind of data connectivity. Here we do have Wi-Fi, I believe only 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. And of course, you can see all of the specifications here on the back. It does use 2 AA batteries, and I believe it can last, you can see here, up to 1 year. And actually, on the side where I bought it, it advertised up to 2 years. Probably expect something around 1 to 2 years, I would say, depending on, of course, the quality of the battery. Definitely want to use alkalines, something like Duracell's and so on, high quality alkalines. And sound level is over 85 dB at 3 meters. You can see the frequency range here and max transition power. So that's pretty much all around the box. Let's just get straight into it, and let's just cut through the seal here. And surprise, surprise, what we find inside is a smoke detector. Also get the mounting bracket, some screws, and let's just get everything out. That's all we get in the package here, and as well as some, of course, very high quality Raymax batteries, super power alkaline. Pretty generic alkalines. I'm just going to use these to start out with, but whenever they are dying, I'm definitely going to replace them with some high quality batteries. You also get an instruction here in many different languages. Pretty easy to set up. So of course, just screw it in place. Make sure it's at least 50 centimeters away from the wall. And we'll just take you through how to install it and also how to set it up using the smartphone app, like I said, on many different languages here. You also get some other paperwork. Let's just check it out. So a warranty template here. Any changes and or modifications to the product will void your warranty. We cannot accept any liability for damage caused by incorrect use of the product. Of course, if you screw it up yourself, no warranty. And we have one more here. What is that? Just information here that it is tested according to the CE standards. Great. Nice to know. We also get this little brown package here. Let's just have a closer look inside. And we get 2 screws and some anchor points, so you can, of course, mount it to your brick wall or whatever. Nice that it's included. And other than that, of course, we do have this smoke detector. Very lightweight, very plasticky. We do, of course, have the siren here. So, of course, make sure you don't cover that. Then we have a button for testing and also for pairing. Cheap white plastic all the way around. And on the top side here, you do have a lot of holes here, of course, for smoke to get in and get detected. So it can, of course, alarm you if there is any smoke or fire in your surroundings. And a little bit of information here on the back side as well. So do use alkaline batteries, so 1.5 volt batteries. Don't use rechargeable batteries. And it only uses, like I said, 2 AA batteries. And there's also these 2 contacts here that you have to lower into the frame here whenever you're installing the battery. Can be a little bit annoying. Not really sure why they do this, but I guess it's some kind of safety feature. And let's just get to the battery installment already. Get this super high quality Raymax battery out of this packaging and mount it in the right orientation, like so. And the other one, I guess like so here. And it is also labeled here on the actual smoke detector, plus minus. And then we have the mounting bracket here, just relatively cheap plastic, almost look like something that is 3D printed. That definitely will get the job done. One thing though, annoying about this specific bracket here, if you have a little bit OCD like me, if you want the siren here in the front to be completely straight on your ceiling, there's no clear indicator here on the actual bracket where to actually mount it. And you can see here the screw holes there doesn't align with the siren here on the top. That's a little bit annoying. So what I've done, just take a marker here and mark where the siren actually is, like so. The red dot there corresponds to like the siren here on the front. Remove the bracket and then just draw this red mark here on the inside. So you know this is the orientation or the direction the siren is on the smoke detector, so it would be straight on the ceiling. A little bit annoying that there's no like arrow on the downside of the bracket so you can actually see where it is, but it's a minor thing. And then of course all you have to do is install it inside the app. I'll definitely recommend you doing this first, and then of course install the smoke detector in the ceiling afterwards. So I'm just going to use Smart Life app for this, but you can also use, for instance, Nedis have their own app. I believe it's just a cut down version of the Smart Life app. First off, of course, connect to the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi you want to connect this smoke detector to. I have a specific IoT network that I use for all of my IoT devices. Then I'm going to connect to this one. Next up, let's just press the little plus button up in the top right corner and add a device. Go down to sensors and just select smoke sensor Wi-Fi. And like I said, connect to the 2.4 gigahertz network that you want to use for this smoke detector. I have my own IoT network for that. Click next. And right now there's no LED flashing on the smoke detector. To get this in pairing mode, you need to press the button 3 times. You can see it lights red, and there should also be another LED starting to flash. You can see right there. Oh, I don't know if you can actually see it on camera, but there's a little red LED flashing very rapidly. So confirm that the icon or indicator is blinking. Yes, it's blinking quickly. Yes, it is. And then just let the app do the rest. At some point, it stops flashing and it will be paired to the Smart Life app. So that was pretty fast. Now, of course, just rename it. I'm going to put this in my hallway. Just hit done. So I call the smoke alarm hallway in my native language here. And yeah, like I said, just click done and now it is installed. Let's just try that alarm and see how loud it actually is. So yeah, definitely a very loud alarm. Something that will wake me up definitely. And there is a little, you can see test here, because we did press the test button to get a notification. If you go into site notifications here, you can kind of see the last time it was on. It was just running a test. So it's nice. You get a quick notification here inside your app, so you can quickly react every time there is like a smoke detected. Hopefully you will never experience that. But if there is, you can quickly react, get in contact with your fire department and so on if there is, of course, real fire. But if you, like me, have home surveillance cameras, you can just look at home and see if there is any reason to be concerned. Maybe just a family member that is cooking some food or whatever, or accidentally left the toast on for a little bit too long. You can, of course, react appropriately. So I definitely recommend pairing this with some cameras at home. So whenever you see this notification, you can just glance at home and see if there's any issues. And of course, pair them all together so you will get the notification in all the rooms in your house. So no matter where you are, you will, of course, get notified either by the alarm sounding from the smoke detector itself or from the app. So all that's next to do is, of course, install the smoke detector. For my specific home here, I already have smoke detectors that this is going to replace, and I've already installed 2 of these in my home. And I found the easiest for me was just to use some double-sided tape on this bracket here, and then just install it on the bracket already from the old smoke detector. Because if I remove that bracket from my old smoke detector, it does have a little bit bigger dimension than this smoke detector, and you can kind of see the paint a different color underneath that bracket compared to like the rest of the ceiling. So it doesn't look all that great. So I found that actually this solution here looks pretty decent in my opinion. But that's pretty much all I have for this video. I hope to see you again in a future one. Until then, take care.